The entire structure of the Galactic Empire was built on the premise of fear, which extended to worlds it oversaw to even those who worked within the Imperial military itself. This underlying state was effective in keeping numerous planets from rebelling, as well as countless Imperial officers from committing any possible traitorous acts. This presence of fear was instated and maintained by the Imperial Security Bureau, also known as the ISB, and it was the infamous secret police which kept the subjects of the Empire in line of the Emperor's vision. Created by Palpatine's greatest sycophants during the late days of the Republic, the ISB did everything in its power to achieve their objectives in maintaining galactic order and ensuring their Emperor's plans did not fail. Kidnapping, torture, full-scale planetary surveillance, and even mass executions of civilians were just a few things the ISB was known for doing, and no one was fully safe from its reach. Although this organization was created by Palpatine's sycophants, many level-headed individuals came to work for it as well, especially those who were dedicated in maintaining order in the galaxy and doing everything to prevent another devastating galactic war. One of these individuals was Wolf Yularen, Anakin's admiral from the Clone Wars. Perhaps after seeing the true horrors of war from being in the front lines of one, Yularen decided to dedicate himself to an organization that practiced in rooting out corruption from the government, which he believed was one of the main causes of the Clone Wars, as the former corrupt state of the Republic Senate allowed it to happen. Yularen quickly became a prominent and trusted leader of the ISB, having a close relationship with Palpatine himself. One of the largest branches of the ISB was surveillance, which consisted of millions of officers whose job was to tape and listen in on conversations among citizens and military personnel, and to report on any suspicions of possible treason. A large chunk of the members of the surveillance branch were made up of the Imperial Sub-Adult Group, which was essentially Palpatine's youth, a group of young, enthusiastic Imperials who deeply believed in the New Order and the ideals of their empire. And they of course had no trouble turning in fellow Imperials whom they believed wished to undermine the Empire's goals. Another thing the surveillance branch was known for was shutting down all communications on planets, and even entire solar systems, which they tended to do when the Empire was about to commit a mass killing spree on the civilian population, and didn't want the rest of the galaxy to know about it, as well as to capture a rebel cell and prevent them from leaving the planet. Being captured by the ISB was among the biggest fears of both traitorous Imperials and rebel fighters. Typically, two things happened to those who were captured. They either were sent for re-education or for interrogation. Those sent to re-education tended to be Imperials who were caught questioning the Empire's policies on multiple occasions and were deemed suspect to likely defection. The re-education process was believed to involve both brainwashing and possible drug infusion that made the victims more compliant to following orders, as those who returned back were reported to react strangely, with both their speech and emotions being slightly off and disjointed. The so-called graduates of the re-education program typically were sent to work for the Commission for the Preservation of the New Order Committee, where they were placed in lower-level positions that had high oversight, and they tended to be tasked in helping create Imperial propaganda and the like. When it came to interrogation, this branch was usually reserved for rebel soldiers who were believed to have high intel, or Imperials who were already involved in traitorous actions. The ISB was proud of its high record of obtaining information from its victims under this branch, and it was known for using every known interrogation method possible, from brutal torture to drugging the victims. Another infamous aspect of the interrogation branch was that all those who were sent to it were never seen again, suggesting that they were all killed after the intel was taken from them. Among the surveillance and torture practices of the ISB, the secret organization also had its own Department of Enforcement, which involved both the infiltrators and undercover stormtrooper corps. The ISB infiltrators were essentially enforcement officers of the organization that were sent to deal with highly sensitive information that only the most loyal members were trusted to acquire. The undercover unit, on the other hand, was created as a means to ensure loyalty within the Stormtrooper Corps, where an ISB agent would be sent undercover as a Stormtrooper within a squad, implemented to ensure that everyone within the unit was 100% loyal to the cause, and took all orders without question. Those caught disobeying orders were either discharged from the military, or possibly sent for re-education. And so, the ISB was the backbone of the Empire's fear structure. And while on the surface level it rooted out genuine corruption from the political hierarchy that made it an attractive post to people like Yularen, In its deep underbelly laid some of the worst and most brutal aspects of the Empire's willingness of maintaining loyalty and order across its subjects, which made it the most feared unit within Palpatine's regime as a result. Thanks for watching this video. Help support the channel by becoming a member on our Patreon page, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.